it's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Got his open man, it's Mallory. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. This is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. About a half-yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. So they run for it with Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Chubb will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Cameron Jordan able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They set up the screen to Chubb. touchdown. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Suckup. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now off to the races down the right side. Nick Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here we go. They go up the middle with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time he just didn't get there.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Broncos. Defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They got 29 yards that time.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Herbert. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56 Mike. 56.
Herbert throwing again. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They've come all this way, 97 yards on the drive. Harris is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They snap it to Herbert. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Puka Nacua, 82 yards. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Herbert steps away to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Najee Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Burrow looking to pass. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. From his own end zone, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting... But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flushed out right. That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice Nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again. Herbert. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Puka Nacua with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. John Franklin Myers able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Like some Kodak.